Welcome all. My name is Atisha, lecturer from Praveen Patel College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. Today we will see the practicals of computer hardware and peripheral maintenance, that is CPH. So first of all, there are total 14 practicals in the CPH. Practical manual is of 50 marks and practical exam, that is Viva, is of 50 marks. So it includes total 100 marks. So as we have discussed in the theory lectures about the chapter, that is BIOS, motherboard, then input output devices, about the motherboard, CMOS. Okay, so all these theory chapters are related with the practical only. So practicals includes a theory part only. The concepts which are in theory chapters are in the practicals. So we'll see the one by one practical. So the practical number 1. So the practical number 1 is specifications of desktop, laptop and server. So as we know, what is specification? Specification means your laptop has how many motherboards, how many RAM, right? So it is the specification, description about your system. Okay. So every computer, every machine has its own specifications, like how many GB of RAM, which is the manufacturer of your motherboard, then which type of operating system you are using, what is the version, how many bits of your operating system is. So these are the specifications of any PC, laptop or server. So specification can be anything, like first question is write the frequency of processor in desktop processor. So what is the frequency of processor? Means your processor operates at how many speed. Your processor operates at how many speed. So there will be changes in your speed according to your system. It depends on your system, but in the case 64 megahertz is the frequency of a processor, means at the 64 megahertz speed your processor is working. Okay, so processor is the main part of your computer, right? So without a processor, nothing can be done in the computer. So processor speed is also important. If your processor speed is slow, then your computer will be working slow. If your processor speed is high, then your computer can handle more number of processes and it will be working fast. So it depends on the speed of a processor. The second question is label the different parts. So as we know, there are different parts. You can label it also. So like here, the arrows are shown and we need to label that parts. So first is the monitor screen, then it is a mouse, then it is a keyboard, the speaker, and this is a CPU. So here the arrows which are shown, we need to label that parts. Okay. So this is the first practical specification. Specification includes more questions also, like your computer has how many GB of RAM. So you need to say 4 GB, 8 GB. Depend on your computer. Your computer has how many RAM banks. So every computer has 2 RAM banks. In 2 RAM slots you can attach a RAM, right? Your computer has how many GB of ROM, right? So these are the specification. You are using which operating system, like Windows 10, or some people are using Windows 7, some people are using Linux, Unix. So these are the versions of your operating system. How many bit operating system? So nowadays we are using 64 bit, right? So these are the specification. Now the second practical is identify and troubleshoot a motherboard. So motherboard has different parts, as we have discussed in the chapter number 2, parts of a motherboard, components of a motherboard. So for study it in detail, refer chapter number 2, that is motherboard. In that chapter, all the information, in that chapter's PPT, all the information is given about the motherboard components. Okay, and that PPT is posted in the classroom also, so you can refer the PPT for the detailed information about the motherboard, as we have discussed in the lecture also. So the question is, give details of chipset used in your computer's motherboard. So which chipset you are using in computer's motherboard? So like in the motherboard which component you are using, that is a chipset. So CPU, RAM, ROM, BIOS is used to store the booting information. Your computer can't be run without a BIOS, right? That is basic input output system. It includes all the booting information. Booting means starting a computer. Your computer can't be started without a BIOS. So BIOS is also stored in the motherboard. The accelerated graphics, AGP, by using a graphics card you can see a resolution, you can play a games in your computer, right? So without a graphic card, resolution computer screen can't be seen. So these are the few main components of motherboard. There are total 13-14 components of motherboard are in the chapter, so study it all. Give details of buses used in computer's motherboard. So there are different types of buses. The three main buses are data bus, address bus and control bus. So by using a data bus, the data will be handled in the computer, like communication of information, communication about the data will be handled by a data bus. If you are clicking with the mouse, that data will be going to your computer monitor, right? So this is the communication which is done by using a data bus. Address bus is also there, which is used to store the memory address. If I am storing photos in the D folder, then D is the memory address of my photos, right? Control bus. Control bus is used to control all the operation which is done in your computer. If I am opening the PPT, if I am minimizing the PPT, if I am opening this folder, then all these things will be done by the control bus. It is used to control all the operations. So data bus is used to transfer data, address bus is used to store address, and control bus is used to control all the operations. Now the third practical is configure BIOS settings. So BIOS is also a chapter in a CPH. Okay, so theory chapter, you can refer it from the classroom. In deeply you can study BIOS chapter. So BIOS is a basic input output system which is used to store the booting information about the computer. So first question is list the cache size and memory size from the main setup. So there are different types of caches. L1 cache, L2 cache, L3 cache, right? Caches are used to store the temporary information like a RAM, and cache is more closer to the CPU than RAM. Both are used to store the temporary data. So L1 cache is 8 KB and memory size is 8 GB RAM. RAM size is 8 GB. And they always cache size is smaller than a RAM size, okay? And cache is more closer to the CPU or processor than RAM. Both are used to store the temporary data. Write down boot devices priority in boot sequence. So when you are booting your computer, then booting means starting your computer, then which devices will be loaded first. So first device is USB drive, whatever USB devices you have attached to the computer. Second will be hard drive and third will be CD DVD. So these are the devices will be booted when you are starting your computer. Loading, okay. So all the information will be stored, all the booting information will be stored in the BIOS. If BIOS fail in your motherboard, then your computer will be failed to start. Okay, so BIOS is really important. Now the fourth practical is partition and manage hard disks, format hard drives with different file system. So as we know, hard disk is used to store all the data, right? Your photos, your images, then your videos, music, software installation, all those things will be stored in hard disks. So there are different types of hard disks. HDD is there, SSD is there. More people are using SSD now, solid state drive. So hard disk is also a chapter, separate chapter in a CPH. You can study it from the classroom. I have posted the PPT. So partition means if your hard disk is of 1 TB, then you need to partition it, right? For storing the data. Partitioning is dividing the hard disk to store the different kind of data. So there are different file formats, right? The first question is list file system displayed while formatting along with its full form. So there are different file systems. File allocation table, that is FAT. Okay, FAT is a file allocation table. So file allocation table is used to store a data in a hard disk. We know hard disk is used to store data, but how? So in the hard disk, file allocation table is there to store a data. So there are different types of file allocation table, like FAT16 is there, FAT32 is there, NTFS is there. So these are the different kinds of file systems. Okay. Now the next question is, list a Linux file system used while formatting along with its full form. So for the Linux operating system, we use Unix file system, not FAT16, 32 or NTFS. These three are used for Windows operating system like Windows 7, Windows 10. But for the Linux, we are using a Unix file system. Okay. For storing the data. Now the next practical is installation of operating system. So as we know, what is operating system? Operating system is used to handle your computer, right? Copy, paste, file operations, storing the data, copying the data, pasting the data, creating a new file, then storing the data in a file. All those operations will be done by the operating system. Okay. So the first question is, name Windows operating system with its specification. So how to see a specification in your computer? You have at least installed one operating system, right? So I have Windows operating system. You can have any. So how to see specification? Go to the control panel. After going to a control panel, here system and security. So here this tab will be open. You need to go to the system, and when you go to the system, settings will be open, and here all the specification of your computer are stored. What is your device name, what is the processor installed, what is RAM, 4 GB RAM, then what is the system type, 64-bit operating system, 64-bit processor is there. Okay, so this is all information about your operating system and system. I have Windows 10, version is 20H2, installed on 4.26 OS. What is the OS build version? Okay, so this is the information specification of your operating system and system. Now the next is state information about the number and size partition created, and mention a file system also. So how many partitions you have created of hard disk? Hard disk, we are dividing a hard disk into partitions, right? So how to see this? Go to this PC. Many of you have my computer also. So these are the partitions, local disk C, D, E and G. These are the partitions of hard disks. Okay. We can partition according to our choice. So my C drive is of 194 GB, 98 GB is occupied, 199 GB is of D, so 144 GB is occupied. So these are the sizes and how many size I have used. Okay, so these are the partitions of hard disk. Here it is written 4 partitions C, D, E and G, and I am using a NTFS file system. Which file system you are using? NTFS. You can use FAT1632 also. File system is used to store the files on your system. So you can see the properties also by right clicking on it. And here when you are seeing the properties, here file system is also mentioned which file system you are using in the hard disk. So it is NTFS. So by using NTFS, I am storing the data in my C drive. So this is the practical number 5. So we'll discuss further practicals in the next video. Till then, thank you.